Today's challenge is going to be a shorter run. We're up here on the base of Black Mountain in Black Mountain Park. We're not doing the mountain itself because there might not really be that much of a point. And we're pretty cloud cover socked in. So we're going to come up to one of the side trails and do the Hoodoos. See if we can't see something there. So we've come up a bit. We're still kind of in city feely zone. You'll see down there probably Dilworth Mountain, I guess. I don't know. And then over here the ridge is completely covered in cloud. There is a nice set of cliffs up there that kind of mark the hoodoo-y structures that we're after, but the actual hoodoos have the boulders on top of them. They're wearing rock hats. The view so far. Alright, let's do it to it. Over here we have Black Mountain, and that's going to be another challenge. If you follow the fence line, we'll be cutting across here and up for that challenge one day. Here we're going to come through and hit Ephemeral Pond. If we come up the service road, we can come back up and do a grasslands trail, which would be another trail for another time. So we have three options up here now. But for now, let's stick with the hoodoos and see what we get. You can see the lake over there, all the high rises, and bushery on the other side there. Oh, look at that all behind us. Back again, we're coming up to the Hoodoo Trail. And if you look up on this ridge down here, you might see a whole lot of deer butts. They're going to be heading past there. They probably have already seen us coming, but you never know. We might get a good shot of one. I don't know if the trail is clearly marked, but I think there's yellow labels there that I want. And I see this flat little bit here that looks pretty walked on. So let's try walked on it. Here's the view so far. Definitely not going to call that terrible, even if we're having a gray day. So, Okanagan Mountain there. That'll be Bushery. Carrot Mountain will be somewhere there. Hayman Mountain, McDougall Rim. That guy is going to be Dilworth. And then, yeah, Black Mountain up behind me again. But yeah, that's pretty. Looks like there's another side trail there to get you up. Again, I could probably live without surprising those deer. This will probably be the trail we come back on. So this kind of feels a little familiar though. Maybe we did do this, but I can't tell you now. Okay, look at this big beautiful rock here. That would be a good spot just to sit and meditate for a bit. think we have been through here. Who knows? Isn't that pretty? Here we are on a cute little buttercup break. There's a good chance that the trail is just now someone's backyard. You can see where they've all torn up for the orchards. How long do you bet it's going to be before they start complaining about bears eating all their grapes? And they'll want the city to do something about it, darn it. Because bears are city's problems. Now, in order to get up to that bench there, I believe we'll have to be in the Tower Ranch section, which will be just past this fence line here. Once we're there, I think it's just a bit of a climb up to an intersection. You take the upper intersection and get to the bench, and from the bench we'll call it a day. Still got lots of daylight left. We could do some extra stuff on the way back, but it's not really a big active day for wildlife and stuff. We've seen a few things, but I think a lot of the critters are hunkering down a little bit. We did just have a pretty decent stroke of hot weather, or not hot weather, but warmer weather. And then we went right into another polar vortex kind of freeze down. Getting down to like a minus 13. So, we're not out of the winter woods yet, but we're getting pretty close. Yeah, here's the park boundary there. There's the Tower Ranch Trail there. I think up in that tree line there is where the intersection is. And then from there it's as easy as eating pancakes. Now I know this is gonna take us down a fair bit of elevation to make us go all the way back up. That's part of a peak's challenge, right? We didn't do a very high climb, but we did do a few hills. And I think we'll kind of more than make up for all this. Yeah, so here we are. We came down here. This is the Hoodoo run here. We came along the far end of the ephemeral pond and down from here. Now what we will be doing is when we come back into the park here, we'll be coming through here and cutting out a lot of that. So it should be knocking at least a kilometer off on the way back or more. We're heading up along the ridge line here. You can see the mountains are playing peekaboo with us. And then that will be the goal there. What do you think? You guys all right with calling that a peak? It feels like I'm getting pretty high. Oh, the dog fighters are coming in. Chasing out the eagles. I have a feeling like that might be Spion Cop. I don't really want to say. Back there, that's probably Blue Grouse Mountain. Terrace Mountain is kind of in that area. Over here, Heman, McDougall Rim. There's Dilworth, and it's covering Knox. Over here will be Bushery. Some of those mountains you've already seen me do. Some of them you've seen me not see me yet do. But I should be doing them. Equal opportunity doer here. Yeah, out that way will be Vernon. And there'll be Blue Nose Mountain out that way, Camel Humps out the Lumbee Way, which is out there. We have Enderby Bluffs. All we have to do is get the gas prices down. And the adventure can ramp up. Quick update. You can see the trail we came in on over here. Black Mountain will be there. Tubby is kind of here. You'll have the lake out here. That'll be Okanagan Mountain. You'll have Bushery right there. They were on this pine tree, but they've probably just passing through and heading down south here. All that territory that they have to themselves, just expanses. Alright, so another buttercup. I'm gonna head up here and get rolling down this trail. It's a little bit breezy and a little bit cooler. I had the option of throwing my sweater on, but I think I kind of opted out of it. As I get moving, I'll be warming up again. It's really just mostly my hands. I could have brought a pair of little gloves or something. But I kept the weight down. Again, here we are near the higher point. Okay, yeah. Look at that, a sunset without a sunset. Ooh. Let's look at this guy for a minute. How pretty is he?
Workout pause.
A beautiful green moss. What a retirement to have. Open air all around you. All sorts of little critters scampering about. And all you gotta do is grow greener and turn back to the earth. things will open up soon. April will be kind of a muddy month. Probably some heavy rains. But I think it'll probably have a good, decent early start to the true hiking season. It might be worth it to maybe do Thunder Mountain next weekend as a snowshoe run. Just because the season is closing out pretty fast. The road should be kind of decent up there. There should be a bit of fresh snow. And it's probably in an area where the snow doesn't turn to ice like it does around down here. So that might be an option to discuss. Oh, what a beautiful little trail. Nice and easy way down. This is kind of very city-ish, but it's nice being out in the open. I mean, the city. I'm right here now. So like I said before, I'll be coming back down this way and back out to the Swainson Road exit. The other option here is to, like for another hike, would be to come up through here around this trail, because this will be quite a ways in elevation, and back down here. I think we've done both that and that. I think maybe this might be a little more interesting to come up on and then come across. It does say a ridge trail. Now for the Black Mountain proper, I have to sneak into the park closed area, I believe. It's kind of up here where this trail gets close to this creek. There's a crossing here, and I believe you're actually in this part here, so maybe you're not in the closed area. But yeah.
Workout
But
pause.
naturally yours. Don't do that stuff. Oh, and you can do that
Workout
stuff.
resumed.
Okay. But I just wanted to show you this. You see the clouds coming in over the hills there. That really makes this landscape very dramatic and beautiful. I know it's kind of hard to see on the fisheye, but yeah, it's kind of intimidating. You know, like walking into the mountains of Mordor or something? Not quite. Too bright for that. But yeah, when you're hiking through that mist, it's really something else. We did Blue Grouse Mountain one Remembrance Day, and well, still kind of at the top of the base of it. The clouds started coming in, and it started just covering us. It was blowing upwards.
Workout resumed.
It felt so creepy and so amazing. I'm telling you, just because you don't get a good view doesn't mean there isn't something dynamic out here. It's just different and crazy, and it'll knock you right on your backside. Look at that black mountain there. Doesn't she look tasty? What do you think? Could you make it on top of there? Set your dirty, stanky feet down. It's 1,300 meters just below that. I think it's actually kind of like 1295 or something. But yeah, she's a goodie. I think you start off at like 700, 800 meters if you start at the Pyman entrance. But we'll be starting at the Swainson entrance, which I think is 650 meters maybe. We're at 749 here, and I could see it being about 100 meters down, so yeah, it's a good chance on it being 650. Which would make it a day, for sure. Bring some extra water. Now, for that run, I am totally going to have to rely on myself. The GPS has a lot of really old data. I don't think it's reliable. I followed it before and came up short, but we shall see. We shall see. Now, a good time to do this will be lazuli bunting season, because they are almost exclusively up here from anywhere else we found them. And this is a safe bet to go after them here. I don't know what kind of tree that is. That kind of feels fruity to me though. But it could be a beautiful little picture with that all those gray-green rocks below. We'll probably have a lot of wild apple and wild cherry trees, because we grow a lot of those out here. And I don't mean like wild, like kind of originated. They're probably from farmers and animals got into them and spread the seeds around. But yeah, could be humans too, just tossing an apple core out. Yeah, this is quite pretty in here. It's probably a good run for coyotes, which is probably why they name it here, because they do stuff. Animals like to come along in between these hills so they can't be seen from a distance, like I said before. Right in here somewhere is a meadowlark. He's calling out to all his malarkey friends. He kind of scared me a little bit. I didn't anticipate him chirping out loudly right near me. I don't know if video caught it. Because the video kind of cut out. In here we've seen some interesting stuff too. It's a bit early for them, but you seen I think a Bullock's oriole in there? Something like that. But yeah. Yeah, you never know the actual biodiversity of a place until you get out into it. Getting you guys back here for an important update. Blue sky! Inches of it. Hey, check it out, blue sky. Inches. As opposed to a whole ceiling. I will let you in on this though. I do kind of like it when there's low cloud in the winter. As I was saying, I don't know why this keeps shutting off. It's not a dead battery or anything. When I'm camping, I like to see it when it's kind of clouded over. Because when the ceiling's low like that, you know, it kind of holds the temperature in a bit. So it's going to be a warmer night. When it's completely black sky up there and you see all the stars, that's when you're in for some chills. So if you go to bed and you see that, wrap up a little extra. Just keep yourself a little extra warm.
8 kilometers completed.
8?
Elevation 675 meters. Current speed 3 kilometers per hour. Average speed 3.1 kilometers per hour. Burn calories 834 kilocalories.
Well, 8 kilometers, I'll take it. So what then, 8.1 maybe to the end? I don't see this being 100 meters. But yeah, somewhere in there. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. Have yourselves a good one. Don't have too much fun out there, just save a little bit for everybody else. Alright. Oh, that hurts the eyes! Woo! Oh!